arch that was built, and it's called the Arch of Triumph, just like the Arch of Baal. It's called the Arch of Triumph, and it's to commemorate Titus's victory over the Jews and to commemorate the destruction of the temple. We're going to show it to you. Now, in that archway, under the soffit, you know, the part underneath, there's an image of Titus, and it's called the apotheosis of Titus on the Arch of Titus. It's Arch of Triumph, man becoming a god. Okay, in downtown Manhattan, we have another arch. It's called the Arch of Washington. Well, here's a very fascinating common denominator. If you walk into the Capitol building and you look up at the rotunda, you'll see a giant fresco that's painted on the ceiling. I think it's 180 feet above the ground. I believe so, which would be 666, by the way. And on that fresco, it shows George Washington, and he's looking down, and he's amongst the clouds, and it's called the apotheosis of Washington, which means man becoming a god, Washington becoming a god. If you look closely, if you're looking at Washington, you'll see a banner that says E pluribus unum, many out of one, and it's upside down, the banner is. That's very significant because that's where we all came from. We have the Arch of Baal. We have the Arch of Titus. They're all called the Arch of Triumph, the Arch of Titus. And then we have the Arch of Washington. And Washington has an apotheosis associated with his name in the rotunda. So the arch that you're looking at in downtown Manhattan is an arch that represents apotheosis, man becoming God. Okay, well, it used to be that when you look through the Arch of Washington in Manhattan, all you would see is sky. But then David and Nelson Rockefeller, they condemned all these businesses. They served eminent domain, I believe in over 150 businesses, and they forced all these business owners to move out. And guess what they built there? They built the Twin Towers in this location where they served eminent domain. Well, if you're looking through the Arch of Washington, the Twin Towers were built dead center of the arch. Let's see, it's right there in black and white. The Arch of Washington was modeled after the Arch of Titus, which means apotheosis. So when you're looking through that arch and you realize that the Rockefellers built the Twin Towers dead center of that arch so you would see them, and then the Twin Towers were destroyed and all those people were sacrificed to the devil, just like they used to sacrifice them when they walked through the Arch of Baal into the Temple of Baal, and they would sacrifice people to the devil. It's the exact same thing. And to prove it, look at the US currency. All you have to do is look at the new $20 bill that was made in 1996. All you have to do is fold it into a pentagram and turn it upside down, and you will see the burning of the Twin Towers. And it represents DNA. The two DNA strips are identical to the Twin Towers. And then you look at the Twin Towers and they're burning, and that's the destruction of the temple, just like in the time of Titus. Okay, I told y'all, or I showed y'all in the previous part of this video, that in the Garden of Eden, the woman, the adulteress, was beguiled, seduced by the serpent, the Nakash. And the word to touch means to euphemistically lay with, like to lay with a woman. Okay, which is a sexual connotation. Also showed you the Targum. And Hava, Eve, desired the angel, and she conceived, and she bare Cain, and she added even his twin from Adam, Abel, H-A-B-E-L. Okay, so there were twins. But let's look at the fact that Eve had to fornicate with the serpent. Okay, I'm going to show you a commercial right here that's on, this is a commercial. And I want to show you how the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, that, it's literally everybody walking around on the planet, because every human being is from that tree now, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. They manifest what they are. And here's a commercial. There's a being coming down from heaven right there. Here's a naked woman. They were naked in the garden until their eyes were open. And that's once they partook, they died spiritually. Here we go. There's the ground, and the ground looks like it's parched. But what you're really looking at is like serpent skin. And by the way, human skin, if you look at it in a close-up, is identical. I'll prove it. This represents serpent skin, and this is actual human skin. Let's go ahead and enlarge it. There you go. Okay, there you go. So here's the enlarged human skin. These are the cobblestones at St. Peter's Basilica. And let me show you what serpent skin looks like right there. And here is human skin. Okay, let's go back to the Versace commercial. There we go. So there is your serpent skin. And out of the serpent skin, okay, these are penises. That's a penis, plain and simple, in the form of a crystal coming out of the serpent skin. I mean, there's no other way around this. That's what that is. So now a naked woman, you have serpent skin and a penis, and now you have images of what looks like stars falling from heaven. Now I want to show you something. There's going to be a being, an image of a person or a being. Watch. Right here. Here's the head. Here's the shoulders, arms. And he's coming through a door and going in. And it looks like he goes into Eve. Watch. See? See, there's his body right there moving. Came through a door. And now, where does he go? He went into Eve. Right there. Okay, watch closely. Now, her skin is starting to change. Listen. It's turning into a prison. Now she breathes out, and watch this eye right here. Keep an eye on that. One eye is in the darkness, and this is going to be the all-seeing eye. Here it comes. It turns into a serpent's eye right there. One eye in darkness, one eye that's a serpent eye, and she just exhaled and she died. The serpent said, "You will not surely die." You're looking at a commercial for Versace perfume where a penis came out of serpent skin. She fornicated with it, and then her body became her prison. Her skin changed, and now watch. And her essence was stolen right there. Watch this. Let me move this. Watch this. Her essence was stolen. Watch. Right there. Her light was stolen. Watch what happens to her light. It's caught in this prison. Here she is. She's caught in here. What's on top? A vesica piscis. And this is her prison now. Now I'm going to escape. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show you still images. So, here she is caught inside the bottle. Right here. There is her essence. She has been caught. Her soul has been captured. Look what's on top. Look what the cork is for this bottle. Now, don't forget, she's looking up. like she's fallen. And let me show you something. Here is the vesica piscis. Remember I showed you, let me show you my shirt. You see my shirt? Under Armour. Get it? There's one upside down and one right side up. You see it? It's the exact same thing as what you're looking at right here. And where the two intersect, it makes the eye of the serpent. Let's go back to that very quickly. Yeah, she's caught. She breathes out. Her essence has been caught, and her eye turns to the serpent. That is just flat out busted. Okay, so you're looking at... Now I want to show you what the word spirit means. Okay, the word spirit right here, Wikipedia, look it up. The English word spirit is from Latin spiritus, breath. The English word spirit comes from the Latin word spiritus, meaning breath. You just watched her breath get taken. Her spirit or her soul right there was taken. Spirit means breath. So how in the world could we possibly watch a commercial that's about perfume that's got a being coming down from heaven and then serpent skin, she touches it, and out of the serpent skin comes a penis, she fornicates with it, adulteress. Those look like stars falling from heaven. And then now that she's engaged, this new dark spirit comes through this door into her, there it is. And now her body turns into a prison. There it is. And then her spirit, her breath is taken. There it goes. Her eye turns to a serpent, one eye in the darkness, one eye is the serpent, and there's the new race of beings that is taken over the host body. And there she is trapped inside. Here's her eye, here's her mouth, and she's trapped inside with the vesica piscis right on top. There it is. That's it. That's busted. That is as busted gets. So anyway, that's just one example. By the way, this is fascinating stuff once you look into this, but that is the breakdown of this commercial. Here's a quick image of a girl with, I just typed in female with serpent eyes, and if we go to this image of her in the commercial right there, that is not normal. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. That's a Versace commercial. How did they get the Garden of Eden so right? Pretty amazing, right? I told you there's another race of beings here. And they've taken over the human body as a host body. There's no longer twins. They've been destroyed. There's no longer another consciousness fighting to do the right thing. They've given themselves over to the new race of beings. So the human body has become the temple of the devil. He's taken it. The serpent has taken it. That's why Obama built the One World Freedom Tower, and that's why he wrote, "We remember, we rebuild, we come back stronger" on the top. 666. They've got their new temple. Okay, here we go. We're going to do another breakdown. This is going at the end of this long video that Clay and I have been working on.